Here we are, just coming up on the Mt Cooke hut. On the left over here is the toilet that you find with all of the huts along the Bitumen track. Typical toilet. And just along here is the actual hut itself. I wonder if we'll find anyone here today. It's going to be 30 degrees today, so there might not be too many people walking around the bush beside us. All of the huts have at least one water tank, sometimes two. This one has two. And the hut here is actually the second hut built in this area. The first hut, which is a bit further up the track there, we'll go to in a minute, was burned out in a fire. So this is the replacement hut for it. And this is the hut itself. Most of the huts along the Bitumen track will have a park bench on the outside of the hut, but under the main roof. And they all have this raised floor area for camping, for laying down your sleeping bag. Some of the huts actually have another table set up in the centre here. This one doesn't. They all have bunk areas at the top, and you could probably get away with 3 people if you were friendly. This particular hut is typical of most of the huts. There seems to be 3 different designs, 3 different styles of hut. And outside of the hut we have another picnic table there. There's Mark. Say hello, Mark.
Hello.
And down here we have a fire ring, some little tables, benches set up. At the moment there's a complete fire ban, so you couldn't have a fire there, but during winter it'd be nice to sit back with a fire. All of the huts have tent sites, and this track here would take you down to where you could pitch a tent. If you didn't want to stay in the hut, or if the hut was too crowded, you could go up that way somewhere, find yourself a little spot in the bush, a little flat area, and pitch your tent. The mountain itself now, you can't really see still. This is the woggle sign for the Bitumen track. Pretty much follow these signs everywhere, and you shouldn't hopefully get lost. Down that way, that's where the original hut was. Oh no, that's an area for scrubbing your boots before you pass to the next area because of the dieback. But down that way is where the old hut is. And the mountain is still a fair way up that way. So we'll just have a breather here for a minute and have a drink of water, and then we'll be underway. This is the site of the original Mt Cooke campsite, which was burnt out in a fire some time ago. January 2003 was when that fire went through and burned everything out. The mountain now you can just see up there is where we're going to be going, and pretty much all that's left here is the water tank, and the ground is totally burnt out. Nothing left here at all. Over this way is the cleaning station, boot cleaning station. Along the Bitumen track you'll pass through areas of dieback, and as you travel from one area to another area you must stop. I don't know if I can get that. There you go. You must stop and clean your boots. Brush off all of the dirt and then pass off into the new area. And we're about to head that way now, head up to Mt Cooke.